Okay, go open my Twitch. Let's create a dashboard, stream it. Probably just before I start. That's okay. And rusty gears. My little map. Just check my levels. I think we're all right. And we're headed back to the Rusty Gear server. I've just been enjoying chilling and working on some silliness there. Huh. Logged out in the museum. What's I doing in there? Oh, I was showing my son. Let's head back to the old Museum of Toilets. That's right. I know what I said. So I don't know, I'm under the weather this week, but we shall see how this goes. So the last time I streamed, I think I was just starting to work on these fences, which I have now pretty much completed. I might do a top on here. But basically, I've got the iron part, which is just slate, and some wood, which I picked oak to match those that someone placed around the world. So yeah, got all this in there, including a little spot where you can see into the house bathroom. Just kind of funny. And then I modified the house slightly so we could go in and out, which I guess is generally what doors are for. And I've got this path here. Still haven't quite decided. There's this just a little test snowman that makes a creepy noise. I haven't quite decided what I'm putting in this path area. But I'll have to get some bushes and stuff and line them up. How are the berries doing? 6 days. So now I've added a playground to the Museum of Toilets. So we've got our lovely little spring riders. You know, which don't actually work, of course, but hey, I could sit on them. No, see, I got my little Sammy sitting on my shoulder. And I made these park benches, which actually I had used in my train station world, but they were like really tall for some reason, so I modified them, pushed them all down, added the 2 tones. Now we have the slide. It says, dear patrons, the toilet slide is not an actual toilet. Which, you know, might suggest things have gone wrong in the past. So that's where I'm at. I need, like, more, I guess, greenery and stuff. Maybe a water feature. I don't... Really, I should be starting, by this point, a bigger build, but I think this smaller type build is more up my alley right now. So I am open to suggestions. Actually, I guess the first suggestion is that I go get some more food from Candy's Kitchen here. I've seen her on once or twice. I think she comes on and basically makes all our food. Got these lovely sandwiches, which I will grab a few of. Actually, I should have checked the sat level. Make sure I don't waste sat. It's funny, I'm at the point again where it does feel like I am burning through food faster than I should. So now, what are we going to add here? Actually, if you bear with me 1 second, I just want to check some things. I'm using Restream, which seems to be working well. I just want to double check my own YouTube account and make sure that is... Oh yeah, it shows that I'm live. Good. Decided to pay up for it. I mean, doesn't seem like a huge amount of money for a hobby. Oh yeah, these aren't actual fences, so you can hop on over them. But we have enough night watchers and things that we don't have to worry too much about spawns. Yeah, I'm definitely open to suggestions for what to put. Now that I'm like, I want to have a little park area. And unfortunately, I can't get any more grass in here because this is a desert area. Excuse me, I keep like hiccuping or something. I suppose, can I chisel individual blocks of grass and bring them? Will that work? Because I don't want to do, I've got like, this is my horde front lawn, which I guess I could move some of that stuff. This is like just a green from the palette, which makes like an astroturf. It's actually quite horrible now that I look at it. But the running joke, I used to have the broken down truck out here and everything. It's like we're the trailer trash people. Well, I say we, but Cricket moved out. It was actually our starter home from the beginning of Season 4. So yeah, now that I'm in and I'm streaming, I don't know what I'm doing. Got these little things. I had thought of like a splash pad or something maybe, but I don't know if there's room for that. But I do enjoy the connotations of having a splash pad at a toilet museum. Showing off my preschool level of humor. I think, actually, I'm going to risk it with a piece of grass from here. I'm going to see if I make that chiselable. Pick it up. And, oh yeah, it looks like... Unless that's not the block. Oh, lower fertility soil, grassy. Oh, it does keep its grass. Okay, so that means we could go and basically chisel a whole bunch of grass just to get the texture, but at least we could have green, and maybe I could even fix my front yard. It's also a good way to procrastinate from dealing with what am I actually going to put here. You know, it's good old vintage story busy work. All right, my inventory's getting a little crowded here. Twitch is a few seconds ahead of you. I think that's generally the way. I've always felt like I noticed longer. And welcome. I've always noticed. I thought YouTube felt like it was farther behind. This is another project I could work on, actually. There's definitely a lot of room to push this little puddle jumper / tent bag thing here. Organics go down there. And stones. What if there's a simple way to bring up another window with stuff on like a Twitch stream? Yeah. There's always a delay. I don't know if the delay is just built in. There might be more of a delay now too, because I'm using this restream, so I assume I stream to there and then it has to do something and then send it out again, so. Oh yes, we were going to collect ourselves a bunch of chisel blocks of grass to put in this area. We'll pick up our tent bag. Maybe I should get one more bit of food. And then I just go through the TLs, and I've been digging all around there. So these grass blocks actually were brought in by tent bag. Wait, is this dying or is this growing? I was watching you turn. Oh, well, hi and welcome. Yeah, it was interesting. I was actually on Tyron was streaming the last few days. I was on a stream this morning, and he was helping me out with my chisel tool questions. He actually started coding this whole thing that might help me get chiseled, like, armor pieces and stuff like that to work ultimately. We'll see. And it might also help me with my railroads mod to get the chiseled trains a little more stable. Although I don't find they're too bad. Let's just try this out, TL. It was pretty exciting to see, like, it's an actual hermit playing Vintage Story. Alright, so let's just start. I should have brought a scythe probably. Actually, I might have one in my bag. But for now, we'll just... This is nice green. Actually, I probably could get a nice mixture of greens. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, anyway, like even for me, if like someone's like, what's your slated block face? Gotta be careful. I don't want to pick up the grass. Anytime I'm on a server that I'm going to be building on, I do kind of need it. It is fun to watch someone too, because you forget really just what the depth of Vintage Story knowledge is. Like just how much you need to know to play the game. So it's always fun to watch someone coming in new. I must say this is a bit of a pain in the butt. But well, I don't think I need vast quantities of grass. And actually, maybe before I get too crazy with this, I should probably test these ones just to make doubly sure that it's going to behave as expected. So actually, let's do that. I would hate to spend like an hour collecting grass only to find out it's not working. Yeah, I definitely need my own mod on. I can do... Well, my must-haves, like, gotta have carry on. I'm a fairly recent convert to our community. Another YouTuber, Bed Plays Games, and you should come by and say hi. I will if you want to hit me up in Discord. Or are you already the one? Someone I was invited to one. I'm just looking at my thing. Yeah, if you want to hit me up on Discord. It's always fun to go by and visit and stuff. You know, get some chisel tool glazing. Well, that fun. Alright, so let's see. We've got these that are in theory grass blocks. So let's start. Was it you that was inviting me to a streamer server? Like literally yesterday? There's only one person, like, so it might well be you. Alright, this is working. I guess the only issue with doing this, so maybe I better not do it all. Actually, I could do it all under the fencing, is that I doubt if I could plant anything on here. 90% sure that I can't plant anything on here. Do I have... Oops. Like flowers kicking around somewhere. Here, let's take this one. Okay. Yeah. That's one problem. I won't be able to put plants on here. Discord. Let me post a link to my Discord and then you can easily find out. Let's see. Invite people. Let's see if I can create a proper link for once that's not going to expire. There's a link to the Discord, which I should just have in the stream anyways, but I don't have bots or anything set up. It's like, yeah, so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this. Although I guess where I do have plants, then there'll just be dirt underneath, which is not uncommon for a garden. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, that should be easy enough to find me then. Send me a ping and see. Set something up. Guess that's the one disadvantage of settling in the desert. It's not being able to have nice grass. And I can scoop up some more probably with a tent bag, but it's always got to be then 7x7 chunks of grass. So I'm curious here. Oh, that's forest floor. Because some of this transplanted grass did start to brown. That was where there was a water source. I can at least have grass under where the fence is, but that doesn't necessarily make sense either. Well, I could put some more benches. You know what I need to do is make a new Jonas palette. Don't know if I have enough berries for that at the moment. This is where I'm kind of sticking my project stuff in this front section. I do need to update storage controllers one day and maybe add a portable storage controller. Okay. Yeah, I was puzzling a bit, but I've been a little off, so I haven't really gone through the code that Tyron sent me this morning. I kind of did. I kind of got it working, but getting it into somewhere useful is kind of stuck. Well, do we just go ahead and try and make the Jonas palette? I've got a bunch of copper here. I'll take it over to the forge. I wonder if these are all my tongs or some of those are supposed to be in the forge. I'm sure I got candles and wax somewhere. Actually, I haven't harvested the bees in a long time. If they're even still where I left them. Because it's literally since like the first week. Oh yeah, they're still here. Can't remember. Oh, there we go. That is how you do it. Can I take more than one of these at a time? Not really. we need 8 candles. So we need 8 lanterns to make the Jonas palette. And these are from my Golden Combs mod. Oh, where did that topper go? I put it somewhere and I don't know where. Oh, there it is. So these are kind of nice because they're reusable. I could turn on some in-game music if I'm just doing like chores and stuff. Or I could turn on my brain rot AI slot music. Almost got them. There's a couple more in here. I think it's called Golden Combs or something like that. From Golden Combs. And apparently there's the one more, that Langstrom hive, that's even more advanced, but I was watching someone trying to work it and it looked like it's just as easy to make these. And there probably is a bunch of wax somewhere, but hey, I've been mooching enough. Oops. Oh, you have to make these in a pot now, don't you? With string. I forgot about that. Alright. Do I have an extra pot somewhere? Let's go look at the forge. I bet you someone's got a pot there somewhere. Huh. I swear 8's tent bag was sitting. Oh, no, it's sitting over there. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if there's already a ruined pot here somewhere. I'm sure there's got to be cooking pots kicking around. I just don't want to wreck one unnecessarily. I think over here... Lantern supplies. Okay, there's the clear quartz. For that part of it. And I'm going to need some copper nickel when it comes time to make the actual Jonas palette. Yeah, welcome you. Alright, back home again. I gotta have a cooking pot around here, surely. Although, honestly, I haven't done a lot of cooking because it hasn't been necessary. Oh, you know what? I keep meaning I haven't had a water bucket on me in, like, this whole time I've been back. We do not, in fact, have a cooking pot. Well, I'll go over to the kitchen. I'm sure there's a multitude of pots over there. Might already be a contaminated pot or whatever the heck it's called. Huh. Huh. Actually, where... Okay, these are burners. I'm actually gonna have to, like, fire a pot. Let's go rune hunting before I do that. I didn't build this, by the way. I forget actually who did build most of the kitchen. Huh. Did not expect this to be the thing that slows me up here. There's got to be a cooking pot somewhere. Don't read this. There was? Oh my god. I'm not very observant, apparently. No, there is too. Well, I'm not a smart man. Alright, now I'm gonna need is it the string? Is it the thread or the Oh yeah, I guess I have to
It don't matter. None of this matters.
I forgot. I was really confused. I forgot that I had that stuff in there. Oh, there, I got a bucket right there, for God's sakes. See, I haven't had to play for real in so long.
These nuts.
These nuts. I should have one in there to like play or make a Suno song. Good, Saber. How are you doing? I am making or replacing my Jonas palette. Cricket stole it, but to be fair, I hadn't logged on in months, and she had to clean up all the Christmas decorations, at least according to her note. Yeah, I haven't had to play for real in a while. I think a perk server on Crow's Nest, I may have done early startup somewhat, but yeah, there's a lot of VS streams now, actually. Obviously, there's been some really big ones lately, but I've noticed like even just small people just streaming VS for fun, like there's so many more than there ever used to be. All right. Let's see if I can look at a honey barrel and actually, okay, vinegar, brine. Maybe we don't have actually, with all the cooking that Candy does, we may actually run out of honey at times, so I'll just put the honey in there. Now let's look up this candle recipe. I've actually only done this a few times since they changed it. Candles. Oh, you could do it with coils of rope? Wait a minute. Oh, you could do it with oil now. There's the expanded foods thing, obviously. Lard. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Flax fibers. That's what I wasn't 100% sure if it was fibers or string. Yeah, it's great. Like, it really deserves, the game deserves more attention than it was beginning. But it's also, I think, been growing at a nice rate. Of course, everything's made into twine. Let's grab this one. Let's see, there might be some in the ship. And it should be... Okay, there we go. We're getting there. We should have some candles in 3 to 5 business days. As my kids like to say. When something's taking too long. There's some peat. And actually, I have a whole... I was tired of waiting for these doors to open, so I actually put a hidden door there. Okay, so we want... I assume 6 is the max in here also, just like all the other recipes. Yeah, those are, I think it's expanded foods that gives you the flax oils, or the seed oils, and a whole bunch of stuff that you can do with them. Oh, I'm all congested. Anyways, as I recall, the candles do not take long to make. Oh, I'm going to have to make a few more, though, because I need 8. Did I just catch myself on fire? It's in the community storage controller. Just bits and pieces. I think Sid came and made all these, like, racks. Oh. That's odd. Like we got termites. Let's see how this thing's doing. It's coming. Then we got to hammer out. How much copper did I have on me? 26. So 16 is how many I need. So we should be good on that. Yeah, it's we have a lot of mods on Rusty Gears. It is a slippery slope with mods because there's always like one more mod that you need to, you know, have the perfect server. Or someone wants, well, I'm fine with these mods, but I just want this one more mod. That's usually how it goes. Okay, so let's see. I should be able to make. Wish there was a way to quickly spread these up. Make more. I might as well just do it all. Guess I could have done this at the smithy. Yeah, chisel tools. You gotta have chisel tools. Actually, another one I kind of have to have. I have to have quarry. Well, almost have to have quarry tools. If there's any building gonna be happening, gotta have quarry tools. Whatchamajigger. Better Ruins. Better Ruins is way up there for me. It is a little broken in ways. Like it really, you can... Just pardon me while I put my table into standing mode. I've been sitting too long. Yeah, Better Ruins is great. It's had so much... I find it so more interesting to go out and look around. But you do end up with like a lot of shortcuts and skipped progression. Hey, Soggy, welcome, welcome. All right, there we go. We got enough candles. Now we gotta make plates. And why am I doing this? Oh, I know why, because I want... Whoops, why are my candles in there? That's dumb. No, I'm gonna leave this pot here. Just so I'm not looking for one all over the place later. If I scoop up the jumper. No, I'm not gonna leave it there. I don't think there's room by the forge to stick it anywhere. Oh, the corpse mod. Yeah, you gotta... Those are the ones that are almost like... Feels like they're vanilla. The corpse mod and carry on. And step up, I'm fairly new convert to, because I thought step up was like auto jump in Minecraft, so I refused to use it. But no, step up is so much better than that. Guess I will What do we got here? I should have brought my coal. Since I'm... Actually, while these are heating up, maybe I'll grab my brown coal and bring it here, so at least I'm contributing. So chat, don't let me wander off somewhere, because I'm heating up ingots now. And literally, we're just going to get coal for the community forge, and we're going back, and we're not getting distracted by anything else. And forgetting that that stuff is heating up. So far, so good. I made it. I made it to this shuttle without wandering off somewhere. Where did I put that? I think there it is. We're going to bring all that brown coal back. What else do I got in there? I'll just hold on to the black coal, I guess, for now. Don't know. I could contribute this to the... Distraction City. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay! This is like the third or fourth time this has happened. We got a problem on the server where the regular reboots... the server reboots, and then a couple minutes later it tells you about the reboot that's coming. This happens to me a lot. I seem to play when the server is going to restart. Bet you it's probably up by now. It's a fast restart. So now in about 5 minutes, we're going to start seeing the countdown to the server restart. It's kind of a weird thing that's out of sync. I'm not sure how it's all set up. Uh-oh. Do I have to close this client? There we go. Alright, what were we doing? We're going straight back to get my copper and work it. We're making a Jonas pallet. I don't remember why I was making a Jonas pallet. That's what we're doing. Okay. A little risky there to not close the client, but then it looks like the stream stops. So. But in general, if you're reloading a world or reconnecting, it's best to close the Vintage Story client. I bet they're not even heated. Oh, they might be heated by now. Alright, so... Yeah, see, they're not quite heated yet. So I got 8 here of the 16 I need, because I need 8 plates. I'm going to go downstairs and turn off the kern. This is 8 digits. Oh! Dang it. Uh-oh. Oh, freezy, freezy. Okay, there we go. 8 made most of these. I haven't seen 8 in a while. Hopefully he's doing alright. Okay, so those are heating up. I will contribute the rest of my copper to the server. Oh yeah, we got some wind. Oh my god. Calm down, Hellhammers. This is almost disorienting. I believe we also have that mod that gives you more powerful millwrights, I think it's called. Is it millwright? I can't remember. Can I get up there to look? These aren't heated yet. Yeah, this is 8-digit. I think he set all that up. Just want to see. It always feels like you should hurt yourself if you're touching this. Yeah, we do have the mill rate ones. So in theory, the mill rate gets you more power. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Well, the funny thing is, we have Napster, and I think it might be buffed up pretty high, so in theory, I could almost manually do that as fast as those Hellhammers did it. Oh, I remember why I wanted the Jonas palette. I was just looking at the park area, and I was like, that needs to be lit up a little better. Okay. This is good for me too, because then, like, I can keep deciding if the Jonas palette recipe is balanced. And if I never have to go through the trouble of making it, then there we go. There's 2 candles left, which I'll just donate there. Now we need... Oh, we need our berries. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get those berries. I think I have the quicklime. That'll be the next thing. Oh, and then 1 Cooper nickel ingot, which we do have here. Oh, and let's put away the community tongs. I've noticed I had 2 sets of tongs in my jumper there, which I have a feeling that one of those probably is supposed to be here. Let's put the flax fibers. That way if someone else is coming along and they realize all their flax fibers have been turned into flax twine, that they can still make their candles. Alright, so next I need 64 of any kind of berries. I already just harvested all my berries and turned them into regular pallets, so... Did they spoil? We do have 37 red and 34 black. I don't think we're gonna... I don't think any of the bushes... I've got blueberries here, but I don't think that's gonna make a full stack. Let's just see. It feels sometimes like this is a lot to... Oh, I have to clean up those berry bushes. No. I don't think I even bothered harvesting them. That's why they're still there. I might have to steal Punk's berries this time. I can always leave him a few pallets in compensation. He's got such a big build that he's blowing through. Here's my... There's my pallet stash. Should be enough for what I'm doing. I have found with the pallets, I have to watch that I don't just make all my builds out of the materials that are in the pallets. Ah, we don't have quite enough of anything. So let's see whose berries we can steal. I have a feeling Punk's probably been on top of it, and I'm not going to find any berries anywhere. Oh, a couple more blueberries there. These are Grands and Punks. There's quite a few currants. How many currants did I have currently? Oh, I've got 37 current, so I feel like if I could score a few more. Let's just put all the berries I have in inventory. Oh, there, it's a server restart. Will restart in 10 minutes. It just restarted 1 minute ago. Hunk, if you're watching, I'll give you a pallet. Maybe even 2. There we go. We have everything we need now. I do believe. Should have some planks here. Let's see if I could do this without looking. Oh! Oh no. Oh, I do have quicklime. I ran out of berries first. Yay. Alright. So, I believe it's berries. Oh, I don't need wood for this because I use copper nickel. Quicklime. Nope. There we go. Mission accomplished. And we'll just tuck these back in here. Probably these small stacks. I should just eat them. So in case you're watching and you don't know what a Jonas pallet is, it is the top tier of chisel tool pallets, and it gets you full light blocks, as well as ember blocks, which have a medium red. 10 CHF. What does that mean? Thanks. Is it fan? Is that how I say that? What is the 10 CHF it shows? Because I don't have my YouTube open. Maybe I should fix that just a second here. Oh no. Thanks. Whoops. Haha. CHF. Oh wow, don't. Thank you for that. I'm just confused about what CHF is. Anyways. Oh, yeah, well, that makes sense. So, yeah, you can make light blocks, basically lantern level light blocks. And that you can see it was a bit of material, but you get 50 durability. So basically I can make 50 lantern power light blocks now of different colors. Ah! In any case, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Alright, so that goes away. I guess I'll put that in there. I don't know what kind of lights I want to make just yet, but at least I have a Jonas palette again. That cricket's not allowed to take. Even if she has to put away Christmas decorations. Okay, now that I've done that, I feel like I've accomplished something. I still don't know what I want to do here. I'm open to suggestions. So we've got, this is the Museum of Toilets, of course. Everyone's heard of it. I keep meaning to make like a little YouTube short commercial for it. I just added this slide, made a little bit of a playground. So, dear patrons, the toilet slide is not an actual toilet. Because, you know, some people get confused. And then we've got these fun little spring things to ride around on. And then a couple of benches. So I feel like I got room here to put something, unless I just put, like, greenery or something, flowers. I don't know what to put there. A little mascot. I thought of chiseling a mascot. Maybe like a toilet paper guy or something. And then this park area, which is not necessarily toilet related. But I just, I thought I'd clean up this area. Oh look, the server's going to restart in 5 minutes, but it already did. So I have this whole area to put things in, and I'm probably going to have statues and stuff. Maybe a fountain or something, and some more benches. I just haven't quite worked out what I want to put here. So I just end up pacing back and forth. Now once I fill this in, I'm going to have to think of a build or something to do on the server. We'll see what happens. People are slowly... Well, there's been people that have always logged on. Just I've been off of the Rusty Gear server, but I know like Cricket should be back in a couple of days. And we'll see what adventures and nonsense we can get into. I think I do want to take some of those chiseled grass blocks maybe and put it under these. We're in the desert, so you can't get normal... You normally can't get grass blocks. Dirt, meat fertility soil, grassy. There we go. Even though that looks like dirt, they're actually chiseled grass blocks. So let's... I've left voids down there. Naughty. I say as I do it again. So the only problem with doing a lot of these is I can't put plants on a chiseled block. Oop, I ran out. So I think maybe we'll collect enough of those to have this area, this little bit around the path be grass. And then it's debatable if this should be grass. It just depends what plants. I mean, we have long distance TLs going all over the place, so I should be able to find whatever plant I want to put there. I guess I just don't have the eye for a garden. Oh, gotta keep the lawn cut here. I also thought of like a snack booth, but I think, you know, I think this area is almost done. It's going to get pretty crowded. Maybe I'll put one little statue or something. Do we copy one of our things from in here? Yeah, here's this hideous green texture that comes from the palette that I was using as an AstroTurf. So we could put a villager dude in there. I got a couple versions of him. Mr. Hanky is like quite seasonal. I could do toilet paper stacks maybe. I don't know. It is outside the museum, so I do somewhat want to, I don't think we'll make any more of those. It is like outside, like at least all my nonsense in here is mostly hidden away. So maybe we do something sort of nice out here. But what? What, chat? Help me. I don't know what to put. I don't know what to build. It's kind of been an issue. Because I was able to like... Well, I built this. I did build the warehouse, but it's just a big box. And I built the toilet tower, which actually started off as like a nice build. I'm quite happy with that tower, but of course I had to ruin it. And actually these are made with that Jonas palette. And I have yellow lights in the upstairs, which at night is actually really cool because that yellow light really does give it the feel, you know, that lights are on upstairs. It's just the right color of light. So we started day one, found this village, and then everyone kind of picked buildings. And then we had all our adventures and collecting, so that kind of like meant I didn't have to think of anything to build. And then, of course, there was stuff with beach and all sorts of nonsense. But at some point, when it just came to be, okay, now you have to build something, then I blanked out. Oh yeah, then I had Christmas decorations and all sorts of fun. Oh, I made these Amazon boxes at Christmas. We put them all over the place. This is Perks. Perks got his own. I don't think Perks been on Vintage Story a whole lot lately. And of course, it's not super busy right now. So I have to, and I know the next group adventure is the Desolation, and I really have no interest in going there again. I don't like the Desolation. Oh. The crab. Mr. Krabs. Or do I just get some, like, cedar or something and just put a couple of bushes? Maybe that's the answer for this. Because it's not a very thick strip of land. Cedar is in the south, sort of, right? I guess we could just go on a little adventure. See what interesting things we find. So let's put the Jonah's pallet there. There, I have a chest full of pallets. And then, actually, in case you guys haven't seen... Oh, there's still one in my inventory. It's almost used up. So the palette, if I could pick any of these colors. These are the creative ones built in. And then there's a few of my own, which I only added and then thought after these should have been on their own special palettes. So once you make one and you get, let's see, we've got to have. Oop. Basically, you right click once you selected the color and it will change the color of the voxels you're targeting. They'll change that material on that block. So I've used it in here a bit. And then in between the Jonas and the regular, there's the glow palette, which makes these glow blocks, which don't really give off light. They just, you can see them in the dark. They're just glow in the dark. They don't give off light themselves. So that's how the palettes work. I guess I do have this set as chiseling with QP, so you probably should find something to chisel. But let's do a quick run out to... See, we've got all these cedar trees, and I can't remember if we find them around here. I think it's a bit too dry here to find cedar, these ones. They're really nice garden sort of trees. It's unfortunate you can't really trim them up how you want. You just got to plant them and hope you end up with something you're happy with. Let's just go have a quick look in the south, teleport, and see what we can find to put in that spot. And then maybe we do some chiseling in the main like garden path area, and we'll just do like a... I'll just start a random chisel doodle and see where it goes. That might be an interesting thing to do. Alright. Oh! This is one of the walled castle ruins. There's not much in there, but I can't remember. I think it's like an oak tree in there. Let's just go there. It's a destination, even if it doesn't have quite anything that useful. I could do a water feature and have like papyrus there. I could also plant some bamboo, but I don't know if I want bamboo. Oh, looks like there's lead there. This is one of those weird spots where there's like a whole bunch of different rock types all clustered together, which was frustrating because I wanted this slate or shale, whatever the heck it is. I always get them mixed up. But there was not a big enough area to quarry. So Gran ended up giving me a slab of shale, which was nice. It was enough to do my fencing anyways. Really, that fencing should have been basalt, but I didn't feel like looking around for basalt. Alright, so we just gotta go up here and then go... You know what I didn't do was bring any food. I guess I could put my tent bag down somewhere and grab some of those partial berry stacks. .NET 8? What are you talking about, Centurion? Actually, yeah, now I'm remembering why I wanted to make like some fun ads like for the Museum of Toilets, so that if I do a break thing, I'd have fun little videos to play. That's one of my favorite things. Some of the streamers I follow, they do stuff like that. Especially what's his name? I think he's on now. Ends. He had the best little set of advertisements that just these offbeat ones that he would play during his thing. The question... Oh, okay. See, I thought it was .at 7, but then in the code that Tyron gave me, there was a certain structure that's not available, and it said you need a different version of C-Note for that. So I ended up just like... Oh, okay. So I could change my projects to .NET 8. I thought I did for one of them. Because I was using those tuples, or whatever they're called, which are kind of neat. Oh, here we go. I don't think there's anything useful for us in here, but except for death, maybe. Oh, I need to get food out and maybe put my armor on. Let's see if we can find a big enough spot. Now, the question is this where my armor is? Yes, yes it is. Yeah, that was kind of funny. It's like the one time, because usually, like, you're not really going to miss anything in a stream if you take a break at the same time, but he was literally like making code that I had asked about, which I have got in my projects and it kind of works, but now I don't have a spot in Chisel Tools to use shapes, because that was something I was using more in Rust and Railroad, so I haven't fully done it, and I'm a little off today anyways, so my brain wasn't fully functional. So I decided just to do a little stream, and I am just going to go back into sitting mode. My table here, so you might hear some whirring. Oh, there's a pear tree in here. There's some heather here. I don't think I want heather. It's a nice little rune to... Hey, here, Toga. Welcome. Yeah, it sounds like he's going to leave that in the code base. So for now, I just made it a static function and threw it in my pantograph code. So I haven't really used it yet. You'll see, even though it's getting dark, it's staying light. That's because I have accessibility tweaks. Oh, which is not turned on, and yet it looks bright out. It's weird. I just find, especially for streams, it's best not to stream like an almost black screen. But then the problem is I get used to having it, even when I'm playing by myself. Oh, there's a bit of copper. We got some orange mallow. Yeah, that was kind of cool to interact with Tyre. Oh. Well, hi, and thanks for using the tools and welcome. I'm currently just looking for some decorative plants for my little build here on the Rusty Gears. Oh, it's a... I don't even have my sword out. Huh. Apparently he wasn't that interested in me. Must have bit onto my armor and decided it wasn't worth it. I do have, yeah, I have steel brigandine, so decent, solid armor. Not like the best armor in the game, but it's a decent compromise of usability and cost. It is funny in endgame vintage story because you end up, well, just like you do in Minecraft with like a lot of everything, but then you start to forget how to play because you haven't had to do anything in a while. No, I don't think we're going to find anything. Maybe I'll just go back. Oh. Oh, this is the, I think this is the mine shaft area that I had found before. This is a Better Runes one. Actually, there's some crystals and stuff down there. And lots of death. I've already died down here like 2 or 3 times, I think. So I've seen another one like this for Better Runes that has like a whole little village on top, but I've never seen this where it's just the mine shaft. There's a lot of crystals down. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's just a surface drift. Calm down. Even out of practice, I should be able to handle him. Uh-oh. Oh no. I just realized my tent bag's empty. Yeah. Alright, so we have to abandon this because I just realized I put my tent bag down. And I don't know exactly where it is. And if I lose that tent bag, I'll just quit. I know it's very close to the portal. Hopefully it'll show up on the map. Oh, it's by the castle. It's by the castle. Because before I went in there, I went to get my armor, I think. So the castle's right there. Well, gives us a new activity. Find my tent bag. That could be it there, maybe? I'll just have to get Sid to come with his angel belt. Oh! That could be it there, maybe, too. Anyways, let's go have a look. That's always that's, I think, the big weakness of tent bags. Is you're putting a lot of resources into literally one inventory slot. And as handy as they are, if you lose it, it's just be soul crushing. I do have a copy of that jumper, so that's probably, well, also my entire chest full of pallets. That would kind of suck to lose also. I can't believe I did that. Well, I can't believe I did that. Just blame the streamer brain. Really? Oh, you too, eh? Watch me get all cocky and die to a... Yeah, it's a mobile house, mobile base. I love the tent bag so much. That's almost a required mod for me now. I wouldn't say it's 100% required, like... It is rather game-changing. There it is. Whew! I do mean to actually... I meant to... Let's do this now. Where is my... Jonas palette? Only problem with doing this, what I'm about to do, is... You tend to leave leaky light areas everywhere. But I am going to change one of these, because this line up the middle is not chests, so... There, you can see how that got bright all of a sudden. Because I've changed it from a glow block to a full light block. And the only problem with that is I'm going to end up leaving ghost light behind when I move. Which isn't bad if you stay on top of it. You just have to put a lantern down and pick it up again. It is a puddle jumper. It is indeed. It needs some more work, but this shape is so weird to get the grips on. By the time I got this far, I was kind of done with it. But I do have a all chisel block copy. Needs the grooves. Yeah, it also, I want the drive pods on it too, which will probably be easier than Rust. Now see, I've picked up my tent bag, but it's left a big glowing area, so that usually if you just drop your lantern and pick it up again, that will clean that light patch up. So it will start to look pretty bad. I remember I had multicolored lights in my tent bag on Perk's server. And he was getting annoyed by all the light pools that were everywhere. And I wasn't really paying attention to it, so like by the time he's like, you gotta clean these up, there was light puddles everywhere. Hey, light puddles in the puddle jumper. Alright, where's the teleporter? There it is. I should pin it, but then every time I pin one of those teleporters, I end up following it. Like when I'm at the wrong spot, and I just automatically start going towards that, even when it's like 200 or 500,000 blocks away. Actually, I wonder if this papyrus would look interesting up against the fence there. Let's just grab some. I don't need a lot. Maybe it'll be a nice amount of just a little bit of green. How many did we end up with? 5. Oh no! There are cheaty things in there for sure. What did you figure out though? Is this something I'm gonna have to fix once you tell me? Alright, let's get the... Where's my raft? I think I've put that away. The deco fireplace? Oh, is it just because you can move it around? I didn't think that'd be that big of a deal. Because technically every fire pit only costs 1 grass, because you could put the wood in and take it out again. It's just annoying to do. Or is there something else that you've discovered with it? Yeah, I knew that was a thing. I didn't feel like that was particularly cheaty. I wonder if we get some of these bamboo shoots. I don't know if that's the decoration I want, but I might be able to use a few pieces. Yeah, also it gets around, the decorative versions of objects get around, I did pick up that puddle jumper, right? Okay, thank God. The limitations of tent bags, if it says no anvils, well, you can use a decorative anvil. Which I do have on my puddle jumper at the front. There's an anvil and a forge. Which even if it didn't let me, I could just pack them away and get them out when I do need them on the road. But it's kind of fun to have them out. Oh my gosh, where do I have? All right, there's my shears. Shears are like, I use them like machetes. My gosh, I'm up on top of a tree here. Out of my way, tree. Guteri water in the tents? Like with, how do you do that? I didn't know you could do. Ow! Brown sedge. That's not very nice looking. Huh. That's another block I do eventually want to add the chisel tools is a water source. Because everyone tries to make a sink and then you have to deal with placement of flat things. But not hot water. Oh, okay. There. It's hard to navigate and stream at the same time. I should really just be punching holes through these stupid cliff sides. I'm through here enough. Be useful to have some shortcuts here. Bet you there's halite somewhere around here. Okay, we've got clay, sandstone, bauxite, shale, and then I believe granite if you dig down a bit. Now you can see where I've been digging up my soil. Let's go. Oh, I haven't been on Perk server in a while. Well, I didn't play. I took a good month at least off of Vintage Story, which is not a bad thing to do sometimes. And then modding, I haven't almost been back into modding. I did do that one small Chisel Tools update, which actually is a pretty good one because it lets you save all the textures to the portfolio and paste them. Well, now it's nighttime, so I can think of a light thing. So I was thinking maybe, no, not bamboo. Maybe we just stick a couple of papyrus along the fence here. That didn't quite go where I wanted it. It's not like the most artistic use of it, I guess, but it'll fill in that space. Let me put away some of this stuff. That's one thing we do need to chisel now, especially since it's nighttime, is figure out what we want for lights. 2x4 Japanese slide open door. You are a gene arse? What? Is that a typo or a meme that I don't get there here, Toga? A genius? Is that what it means, genius? Did manage to save 3 bits of data. Oh, you mean like saving either to the player or to... I mean, that's actually an accomplishment to figure out saving. So clearly this needs some light. So do I make a stupid toilet light out here, or do I make like a nice light inside the bounds of the park? Okay. Hey, progress is progress. Okay, I'm sorry I ruined that for you. Oh, that's good. I find I've just been having trouble focusing too lately on coding stuff, so I'll just sit there until I just kind of stop working on it. Maybe some oak, since I've been doing the oak. Yeah, let's get our Jonas palette. I figured. I wonder... Let's find a chisel block to stare at. I do have these lights. Maybe I could make ones that kind of match that. Let's have a look at my portfolio. Just see what do I have for lights. Some of these are inverted, but that's close to the one that's there. Oh, that's the building light feature. That's the one that's on there. That's not a bad one there. Actually, I've got this this one I've done before. It's got these pieces, and then I think on top goes that one. I could make that one. Hey, Nicholas, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, I'm actually playing a bit. Let's see where we get with this. That's one thing I was looking around. Whoops, I was looking around a bit in. Oh, I didn't actually load it on my pantograph. Dang it. I'm looking at refactoring how the pantograph works in the back end, and then breaking it apart into multiple tools, especially that copy protection. How goes Better Runes? I haven't been on the Better Runes server in quite a bit of time. I can't quite remember. I think it was there. Can't remember what server I made this. This is a problem with the portfolio, I find too, though, that instead of going and making a new interesting one, I'm just using something I already have. Oh, I did it. Okay, so let's get the Jonas palette. That's the one thing with the Jonas palette, it's so expensive and limited use that you gotta make every click count with it. So we got that one. I don't know what the difference between these two. Large cage lamp. Huh. Meh. Vacation wasn't too active, but the others making some awesome builds. Yeah, you just gotta take a break sometime from the modding, eh? It becomes all-consuming. And it's quite easy to burn out, I find. Yeah, the palettes, I'm pretty happy with the palettes overall. Now, this is my test snowman from making the change where you can paste all your materials straight from the portfolio, but only on new blocks that you've saved. So this guy's one that I've actually saved the portfolio with all his materials intact. And then the biggest one I'm procrastinating on is my Rustin Railroads, because I got more challenging things to work on. So it's like I don't want to start it, so I just haven't been messing with it. Alright, let's do a full paste on this one. Then I have this horrible noise that triggers when I touch it. Very cursed. Yeah. I do find, though, like, it's the first time I took a big break, I did have to start wondering, like, am I done modding? Is this it? But after a few years, which has actually been quite a while, I've been doing modding, I guess I realize now that, no, it'll come back when it comes back, and the break is just what you need. I am out of rocks now. Out of shale. So I can't add any more of those right now. Yeah, I've started putting sounds all over the place. So I think in here we need some nice statues and stuff. It is so unfortunate that we can't get grass and use it properly. Well, I can get 7x7 sections of grass. But it'd be very difficult to put it in there. Yes. Oh yeah, this weird plinth I made when I first came back on last week. I don't know if I like these stripes that I put on it. And these guys make sounds now. This has been the one silly gag. I set these up as chisel doors. So of course, like, it's the miscreants in the neighborhood come and knock them down all the time. And then this one always gets me. In here, I just put a random trigger. Auto plants tree. I don't know what the name of that is, but I don't like it. Or at least the settings we had on one server is that, like, the seedlings would touch the ground and they instantly become planted. I should sneak in a villager sound. Maybe in the unstable throne. And then if you've been on Perk server, you'll recognize this sound.
Hey. Hey.
I had this outside of my teleporters. That's hay sound. Good times. And of course with the triggered chisel blocks now. Yeah, that I can't take full credit for. This is a friend of mine, Light, on one server we played on. I think it was COB. He made a villager. So of course I grabbed it. I can't remember if he made this one or the plain villager. So now if we go down here, it automatically triggers. It sends you down to the sewers. I wonder what little things have been added down in the sewers. This is Punk's domain. Well, this balloon is new. These go actually through the entire village. I think one even goes all the way to the Church of Sammy. Oh. I wonder what this wood area is. I haven't really looked around much down here. This is... Is this Aid's house? Where am I? Oh, Pumpkin Gran. I'm not in their house, though, surely. I don't know where I am. Is this, like, completely isolated from the surface? That's the same one I was in. Oh, no, it wasn't. Oh, yeah, there's a teleporter in. Let's see where this comes out. Oh! I am at Punk's house and Gran's. Ah. Oh, I made that little guy. Oh, and I think Sid made that koala. Or drop bear. It's a drop bear. That's funny. Various people have been making presents. And I like this Gran's wrought iron staircase. That must have taken some doing to get that just right. Well, have you guys seen the Plant Man? Let's see if I can go find the Plant Man. Yeah, it's good fun. Oh, I'm slowly starving. I'm just gonna eat these berries. Oh, there's my weird face. Watching over us all. Where's the Plant Man? I think he's over by... Oh, there's the Chuma that I made for Punk. Oh, there's Plant Man. Look how weird that is. I made this with the paintbrush, because the paintbrush will let you use bushes and stuff as chisel materials, which is usually illegal. But it's weird, because the chiseled material... Yeah, these are great to have out in the woods at night. I think this whole tree farm area might have a few more I've put up there. But these trees may have been cut and planted a bunch of times since then. Yeah, you can make interesting things with the paintbrush. You can potentially end up in a position where you're crashing your game, but that's the risk you have to take for art, I guess. And over there's the Church of Sammy. And there's, I think Sid put those eyes up there. Which eyes? The, oh, those are from the glow palette. So it's like the creative glow blocks. I guess as long as we're like doing a tour, I have to go show you my other little silly build. Yeah, they should be looking down. I know what I should do is make a bigger eye above those eyes and just have it stare straight down. But oh, there's my old, that's my old tent bag. Before I switched to the jumper. It was just like an old truck with a tire fire for light, and then this engine block was my anvil, and this tire fire was the forge. See, this one I'm happy with, and it's when I actually bother to use references that I can actually make stuff. Alright, I'm going too slow with all this armor on. Take it off. Know what range is that? I don't think there's a fixed range on those. But I'm trying to remember. It might be like 50 or something like that. I know the number of blocks that could be affected once I updated it to 50 at one point, because someone was actually running out at 30. I'm trying to think if there's a range. I think it's just as far as it goes, sort of thing. I think at some point you're going to end up with server performance if you do too much. Here's a silly old build. I think I built this on, most of this on an Aura Fury server originally. But we have our Aqua Teams. A tank, oh yeah. Yeah, really, you can make anything. So we got Carl and Banana. Mr. Shake, Frylock, Meatwad. And this is Chiselina, which was a silly thing that was in my Rusty Gear intro video. And then this whole thing is just a facade. Facade? Facade? I don't know. How do you say that properly? And then Cricket's A-frame is up here somewhere, but... yeah, you could do that. The noise, I believe, I have it set to only trigger from the control block. So you'd have to make sure that the final block that you pick, which is the one... oh, actually, those eyes were guiding me home. There we go. The final block that you pick would have to be like an audio range. Otherwise, I thought it would just be too much if every single part of the door made its own sound. That would be, I mean, the sound thing is bad enough, and it actually requires that the server op give you permissions to access the sounds, because it was so rife for griefing. Even I had to like to grief people. Like if you made a thing and every step makes the bell sound, that wouldn't be good. Oh yeah, I added these lights. So I still don't really know what I'm putting in here. Should we just like chisel something? Since I think that's what I put the title of the video. Or let's start with some... yeah, we'll start with dirt. Never hurts to start with dirt. You can always fix it later. Title. Do those commands work? I don't know which... I'm using restream, so I'm actually streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, which is kind of cool. Because my internet is not always happy about streaming to one place, let alone two, so... oh, fiddling with thing. Okay, so it wasn't... oh, I think it was the icon that said something about chiseling. Oh, so like Centuria, can you see like hear Toga talking? Or I can answer that myself. Let me just go see. Oh, it's not. I did see an option that maybe I should turn on. There was an option to echo all the chats from one service to another. Pending. Okay, I'm just in my Discord window here. No, I don't think it is echoing all the chat. I wonder if I should set that up. I don't know if that would get messy. Why is mod database? Is it going down? Well, I think Tyrant said that. Was it petabytes of data that they're pushing through there these days? What should I make? I'm just going to start. I usually start by bringing it down to a small bit here. I don't know what to make. Any requests? I've made snails and frogs and dinosaurs. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like that's getting to where your data is becoming an actual expense. Maybe just a cache issue. Sometimes that happens. The one I get from time to time is where none of the mods will auto download. My Twitch channel, I think, is QP Tech. Let me just look. Yeah, it's QP Tech. I do have that problem, and then you can't auto download mods when you connect to a server, which is just awful. Page can't be reached. Huh. Usually that doesn't last too long. I'm sure they'll get that fixed up. Well, of course, that's when it's gonna break, when you need it. I remember that one day that one large streamer, Tomato, he was setting up to stream to, over 1,000 people, and then there was a authentication issue. And I was like, oh no. This looks like a pile of poop. Because I don't know what I'm making it. My brain is, got streamer brain. I've made snails. I'm literally just doodling, I guess, right now. And it looks like I'm back to having a snail almost. What's a little thing to have in a garden? I guess there's gnomes. See, I keep abusing my portfolio and just bringing in stuff, and now I don't know how to make stuff from scratch anymore. Actually, I'm getting a little tired. That's the fun thing, you could just mess around anyways, right? It doesn't. Okay, this looks like a tombstone now. So maybe I'll look at the thing to echo the chat between the two things. I don't know. Alright, I guess we're making just a little decorative feature at this point. Cenotaph or something? I don't know. Sometimes it's fun just to play with the shapes until you get something that looks interesting. Okay, so there's the top of that. Except now this is going to look like a graveyard if I keep going with that whole thing. Maybe like a little plaque or something. Oh! I wonder if sometimes you go to a park and they have those little info booths. Little plaques. Alright, you know what? Let's just see what we got. We'll modify something I already have. So this is the portfolio function part of Chisel Tools, where I've saved stuff across servers and other things. And when you see these other, it's trying to show what it would look like if I pasted the shape into the block. And then these extra colors are showing that there are other colors available in the block. Oh, there's Deej. We've had enough of Deej on the server. Christmas gnomes. Oh! Fyodo table. I must have copied that from someone. I wonder who... Where's my frog? I do like the frog. Do I have a frog? I think I do have frog on the server somewhere already. Oh, there's a little goblin. Where's my owl? Do I have my owl on this server already? I don't know that I do. I actually saved that as medium fertility soil. I have about 6 or 7. Oh, there's Thomas. Oh, that's a cursed version of Thomas of those colors. Oh! I got these planters that I kind of like that one. That would be nice. And then if I actually grab a planter... And here's the plinths from that you'll see in Better Runes. I'm going to grab this planter. So now this is in my portfolio. I could see that the second color is white and the next color is black. So if we grab... I don't want to waste the Jonas palette really shouldn't even be in my inventory. What's a nice set of colors here? Let's do that. And then we'll add a blue. And then actually, do I have the paintbrush? I do. The third color I happen to know on this model is the dirt. So if I do that... Okay, so I didn't quite pick the right colors. So this is set up to work with a decorative flower pot, which I just realized is a way to get some nice flowers around here. Now these colors are not what I want at all. What would be a nice set of colors? I guess we got these browns from the... This is the other trap with the palette, is just using palette colors for everything. Instead of going and finding something more appropriate. No. You never want to use pure black. And I'm taking palette hits every time I do this, but that's okay. What about like the classic blue and white? What's that? What's the function I've not used yet? A portfolio. Oh yeah. Yeah, with your, all you have to do is look at any chisel block and push P, and it brings up the palette, which will be empty the first time. And then if you take a copy of something, then you can name it here. Flower pot with dudes. Oops. And then if I push P again, then you could search for it later. And when you click on it, actually you have to have a pantograph in your hand. I've been able to update my others, but not your art set. Oh, which if you push P, you can see the shape that's in your portfolio. And then if you look, like if I look at here and push P, it has the same shape, but it's going to show you what it would look like if you pasted the shape into this block. Okay. I don't know, maybe if you sign out and sign back in, I've had that that problem before. I am not happy with these colors though. Maybe I just wanted the one, maybe it's the guys that are throwing me off here. I think the original was called Planter. It's also super handy. Actually, like this is a nice pattern. Not with those colors, but that's a nice pattern block to have like squirreled away. I've used that a few times now. Squat decorative pot. Yeah, let's just see. Yeah, those colors are throwing me. I gotta go see if I have a pot. A planter, rather, I should say. I'm not sure if I do have one. Planter. Oh, we do. We have the amber planter. Oh, and there's a little flower pot there. I don't know if the amber planter is rare, but whatever. We have better rooms, so we have access to. So if I did this, now this is a decorative planter. So if we go back around here, looks like I need to stick another light here, but I need to get some more shale first. Oop. That's straight on. So now this is the chisel block. So now I have a planter, but with the shape that I chiseled. So if I go find... There was a couple of flowers kicking around. I think maybe I already grabbed them. Here, let's get this purple lupine. So there we go. Still not feeling those colors. Yeah, go on their Discord and report it. Try and log out of their website and log back in, because I have seen that be an issue. Oh, what's this chance when you press P? Yeah, I haven't managed to fix that, it putting letter P there. It's just a focus thing when you open it up. Unless I... Oh yeah, this is no longer a chisel block. So if I want to modify this, I actually have to pop it out with a wrench. And I could change it and put it back in again. I believe I should be able to rename this as... And then that name should show up. And it's in the planter. What the... Oh, I backed up. Sorry for touching you, Snowman. Discord is cancer? I haven't had too many problems on a Discord. Sometimes there's issues. You mean the people? Yeah, I suppose. Maybe we want more neutral colors here. Ditch the blue here. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't had too much. Like, you will get, obviously. There'll always be someone that's got to be a problem, but I'd say overall. I like that better than the white. Oh, that's too close. Oh, I just broke my palette. Oh, you know what? If I was smart, I would have had a color on there that matches somewhat the colors in the plant. That would have just made too much sense. Alright, let's get a fresh palette. I've only had the odd negative experience, but... Or I've just ignored it. It probably depends on my mood, honestly. Alright, so what about if we're doing... like that? No, that's horrible. I need like a... I always... There's never enough colors. I wish I could do some kind of custom shader so that you could have any set of colors. Alright, I might just leave that snowman there. He's kind of entertaining me. So I guess if I really want to do a bunch of this, I'm going to have to go make myself a bunch of flower plots with clay forming. Sounds like a lot of work. Oh, looks like we have... I just saw over on Twitch there's someone that needs to be banned. There we go, ban. Actually, when Cricket's on, she's a mod. She's pretty... Well, she's also a mod on mine. She's really good at, like, instantly shutting down those guys. Well, I think I'm running out of steam here, so I may end the stream. And I guess over on Twitch, I better find someone to raid out to here. Who's around? Oh, Gemini is on there. I mean, she doesn't need our 10 people or whatever we got. But hey. Thanks for watching, everyone, on Discord and also on YouTube. And I hope to see you next time. So Twitch people, we're gonna click over here. We're gonna raid Gemini.
And we
She's
have
playing.
windows now. We can actually see.
Oh, let me mute that.
We can see that there's a portal right there.
I'm sure there's a
Long.
pro way to do this, but anyways, this is what we're going to do. Did I spell it right?
Gosh, I feel like having a window is almost worse.
I hope I got that right.
See all the horrors. It honestly might be worse.
See you later. So Gemini's a hermit that's been playing Vintage Story, which is awesome.